preserving zinnias. I want to start doing this each season so that I have a piece of my garden with me to take into the next season, if that makes sense. These zinnias mark the beauty and life they brought into the garden for me this season, and I just want to take that memory on with me as we roll into fall and into winter. I will miss this little cut flower area. It did really well, and unfortunately, it's starting to get powdery mildew. So I'm slowly saying goodbye to this space, but it attracted so many butterflies and hummingbirds and bees, just so many pollinators, and I really enjoyed watching it and just being surrounded by all of the beauty that was attracted by these flowers. And it was fun. I was able to mingle with them and even had a few come up to me. This was actually the first year that I've seen a hummingbird in my garden. I was in shock and I just couldn't move. All I did was stare at it until it flew away. It was so gorgeous. Hopefully, I can put some hummingbird feeders up soon and try to catch a few on camera. So gorgeous. The main thing that I did with all of the cut flowers that I grew was create floral arrangements. I am not the best at them though. I just put the flowers in the vase, tweak them a bit, and I just keep it moving. I feel like the flowers do most of the work. I would love to learn more about the art of arranging, and I love seeing people's work on Pinterest. Maybe one day I'll get better at it. I know someone will ask me what these white flowers are. They are from my Natchez crepe myrtle trees. I had some branches hanging really low, so I cut some of them and I just sat them here on the table. I think crepes are perfect for those that live in the South because they do really well in the summer and they pretty much bloom for most of it. So the first way I'm going to save the zinnias is by pressing them between the pages of a book. So right here I am just gathering some blooms that I want to use. And I'm making sure to grab flowers that have different colors. I think I see the eastern tiger swallowtail butterflies the most, the yellow and the black. They are always visiting my garden. I have all of the zinnia heads that I want to press between the pages of this book here. And the way you do this is to line the pages using wax paper or parchment paper inside of it. So I'm just going to place my wax paper where I want it and just cut that excess off. Next, arrange your flower heads the way you want them between the pages. And after several attempts, I discovered that it's easier to lay the zinnia heads down face first instead of on the stem side. And then you're just going to close the book and give it like a good press. And I'm going to add one more page of flowers to this book. Now I'm going to close the book and I'm going to set something heavy on top of the book for about 30 days. I think I will end up framing these flowers using a vintage double glass frame. I saw several that I liked on Pinterest, so might give that a try. The next preservation method I want to try involves drying the rest of these zinnias. So in order to do that, I need to de-stem each one. So I'm going to quickly slide my hand down each stem, and that just removes the petal quickly. And I recommend using gloves when doing this process. Okay, all of the coral zinnias have been de-leaved, and next I'm just going to rubber band all of those together. And I will repeat the same process for all of the zinnias. Each set has been banded, and I ended up with 4 bundles of flowers altogether. And we're going to be using twine to hang up these flowers. And I like to tie the twine under the band first in a knot, and then I proceed to wrap several times, finishing off with a few more knots to make sure that it is secure around the bundle of flowers. I got this one done, and then I will proceed to do that same thing to the remaining 3 bundles of flowers. When I'm finished doing this, I have a piece of wood hanging in my garage that I will tie each bundle to, and I will leave these here to dry for a few weeks. Then we will come back and probably save the petals and flower heads in jars. Not sure yet, but that is what I'm thinking about doing with these flowers. I would love to have a wall full of dried flowers in jars that I can use for different projects and crafts. I think that would be really cool. Besides that idea, what do you think I should do with the dried flowers? That plus the pressed flower art will be in part 2 of this video. So in the meantime, be sure to check out my other cut flower videos that are on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and happy gardening.